Hello, boys and girls. Well, we're back to our War of the Worlds build, and as you can see, we've done our resin casting. We poured a mold and then poured the resin, and you guys are going to find out that kind of stuff is something I'm not going to waste your all's time with watching. That's just filler time. But this is the actual resin casting, and what I've done, I've primed this in white and then gone back over with black, and we're going to continue to work the surface out on it. But you're going to notice these little areas right here, that is indentions, and ultimately those are going to be lit up. But what I've done to make masking easier, I've used air dry clay and pulled through those, and we'll do our finish work and our masking and our painting and all that garbage, and then we'll take that out of there and then clean the edges up. Okay, that just makes masking those areas off a lot easier. Okay, and the look we're trying to get is sort of a biomechanical look. I really like the tripods in the Tom Cruise movie. I think they did a great job with those, but I want to go in a different direction. So we're going to, in my world, the aliens grow these, okay, and then they fuse their technology to them, and the pilots are in them. The pilots are the actual brains, so they're a biomechanical, and ultimately I want to try and get a sort of a insect look or a crustacean look to it. Okay, so we're going to have segments on the body, something that looks like shells. And if you look at images of really any insects and crustaceans, there's a million directions you can go in with that stuff, and some of them are really creepy. So that's the direction we're going to go in with this. Alright, so that's where we're at with this now. And ultimately the pilots, this is going to be lit up. These areas here, let me put this back in the light for y'all. These areas here will be lit up, and we may have more areas along the sides that are lit up. And what I've done is I've kept the bottom open, unpainted. I've still got to put my area for the legs and everything in here, but we'll drill this out for LEDs so we can backlight all this on the inside, and then put our mechanical section in there with the legs and all that stuff. Okay, so that's where we're at with these guys, and I'm wondering with y'all's opinion. On that Tom Cruise movie, I really like the tripods. I'm just going to be upfront about that. I thought they did a great job with the tripods, but I think honestly, if they had gotten rid of the kids, man, the movie would have been 100% better. I mean, the kids, both the kids were just a distraction to me, and also I kept wondering about it. These on the War of the Worlds, on that particular movie, the tripods have been buried for like thousands of years, right? And then they come down, the pilots come down, and then they decide to take over the world. Why didn't they just like do it to begin with before we were like a regular civilization? So why would they waste the time? So been trying to figure that one out. You guys shoot me your opinions on that. Those two things bother me about the movie. Otherwise, I really enjoyed the movie. But that's where we're going with this, guys. So going to be sort of an insectoid look, or a crustacean look to it. We'll have some lighting in it. I've got the materials for the legs now, so we're going to start working on those. These videos right now are pretty short. They're going to start picking up the pace here as we start this build now and get going. So the videos are going to start getting a little longer. We're going to start showing you certain techniques I use. Some of them are old school, so be prepared. And we'll just see where this whole thing takes us. I've almost decided on a model for the ship. It's probably going to be something around a World War II destroyer, maybe World War I. Haven't quite figured that out yet. I'm looking at costs on that. I don't want to spend a fortune, so that's where we're at with with that. And that's about it, guys, for this one. You guys don't forget about the airbrush that we're giving away. My second video I just did a little while ago with that model in it. That's your hint. So if you can figure out what short story that came from, and you're subscribed, then email me. The first one to guess it wins that airbrush. And it's not going to be an easy one. That's a toughie. And we're going to be doing more giveaways in the future. But that one's a toughie. But that rear view of that model, that's your hint. If you see that rear view and you're a sci-fi fanatic, you're going to know the short story that model is from. Okay? And that's the only hint I'm going to give you right now. But that's it, guys. So that's where we're at with this. Pretty happy with the way it's coming out. And we'll add some, once we get it more biological looking, then we'll start adding some technology to it, antennas, things like that. And we'll get it looking the way we want it. We got time on this. But y'all enjoy this. And we'll see y'all later. Thanks, guys. Bye.